Hi everybody, Ryan here again. So today I got a little bit of a treat for you guys. I've had a lot of questions about different diagnostics and tuners and all that. One of the ones that's came up a lot, and I haven't had a lot of info on it other than what my father's told me. He has a OTR, the standalone version. So we actually had OTR. They sent us the OTR. This is the professional one. So it comes with all the it comes with the OBD harness, Bluetooth adapter, and a PACCAR adapter as well. So we're gonna go ahead. We've already kind of played around with this a little bit. So this is how it comes in the box. So we're gonna take it out of the box here. We're gonna hook it up. We're gonna get on the phone here. It takes a phone app. We're gonna show you how it all works. We're gonna run it through its paces, and then after that, I'm gonna kind of give you my opinions, pros and cons, and all that type of stuff against some other systems and all that I've used. And like I said, I've heard a lot of users out there, guys out there on the road and all that, and my father included with a Volvo. I've heard nothing but good out of this OTR's products. So kind of exciting. So we'll go ahead and get started. So this is how that's, anyways, the professional version. This is how it comes in this box. So open this guy up. Got a nice little case here. And there's some got a magnet, and there's some stickers as well, so you can, sorry about that, put these stickers on the side of your truck if you want, if you're a sticker person. So a nice little case. So here's the actual OTR link, the Bluetooth adapter. So this just hooks up to your 9-pin down there. And then it's linked via Bluetooth, just like your headsets or whatever, by pushing that button. So now the 2016 and newer PACCARs, you got to use this adapter with them. So that it comes with, this particular model came with that, and also with a OBD Global 2, whatever, wherever we're at right now, it came with that adapter as well, plus instructions and all that. But it's been pretty easy to use. So. Pretty simple. This guy here, I mean, all you got to do is plug it in down here, and we'll come around here and do that. Okay, so down here, my link, or my 9-pin's kind of hard to see, and this truck's a 2013 with a Cummins in it, so it's obviously, we don't need that adapter. And with my my Omnitrax IVG hooked up, I don't have that nut up here, so you gotta kind of find the sweet spot and push it in. And the whole time I've had the ignition off. So ignition's still off right now. It's already, see that light right on right there. But we'll get the app on my phone, and then we'll kind of check this out here. And I'll turn the key on once I get I'll go and turn the key on. And we'll get on the app. And so we're gonna switch over to my screen view on my phone, so that way you guys can kind of see what's going on with that from this point on. Okay guys, so we got the app downloaded, got the unit connected to my phone and plugged in, and the ignition key is on, so we're going to go ahead and click on the app here, connect. It goes through its whole little process here. So you do have to sign up for an account. You know, this is a subscription-based system. So at the time of this video, it was like $600 a year, which in my opinion is a good value. I mean, some of the software that I have is a lot more than that. I mean, like 5 times that. You know, and if you're running a PACCAR or something like that, where you have to have Davy software, you can basically, you know, if you're gonna have your truck towed, or, you know, a lot of guys have to go in and have even to get hooked up to have your speed limit or something changed. I mean, they're charging $350 these days. So I mean, I don't think $600 a year is too bad of an insurance policy, basically, if you have a problem. So we're hooked up here. It shows 2013 Kenworth T6 series. This T660 Cummins ISX. Got my VIN number, battery voltage, and all that. So we got one active fault code. I already know what that is. It's my engine coolant level, which I have it unhooked because some reason I put new coolant sensors in and everything else, and it still is what it is. I'm not going to listen to dinging all the time, so I just unplugged it. And I have a high voltage, so I get a check engine light for that. Got a couple inactive codes down here as well, which those are for ABS, and those were, my batteries were dead. We just put new batteries in this truck. So that was low battery voltage, I believe, for that stuff. So going back here, guys, so you got fault code data, and also you can actually delete that stuff. So going back here, so we're going to go after fault codes. We're just going to go down the line here and go to live data. So you got a lot of good information here, and I've always been a big proponent of live data, and that's because a lot of techs these days, they just look at these fault codes and okay, there's a fault code for this, and that's what it is, and that's not always the case, because especially for temperature sensors won't typically give you a fault code, and that's because they don't know what the actual, it could be right, you know, it could be 30 degrees, it could be 120 degrees. So fault code or temperature sensors on your DPF and your SCR typically, even though you could have a bad one, they won't give you codes for the most part, from my experience. So it's about 80 degrees here in Northeast Ohio today in September. So I'm showing like 80, 81, 83. Everything's pretty consistent, you know, across the board here as far as all of our temperatures go, and that's what we want to see. So that gives us all those temperature sensors for the SCR, DPF, just good information. Def tank temperature, which I know on the later model pack cars, your Kenworths and Peterbilts right now, those def level and temperature sensors are a really, really hot item, and unfortunately, you guys ain't gonna have any help for a while, I don't think. So as far as that goes, so this one you can actually see what's going on with that. I can see my def level tank is at 21.6%, and I'm seeing 77 degrees, which it's submerged in that def fluid, so it'll be a little bit cooler than ambient. So that's all working good. We got differential pressure there on your DPF. Ambient air temperature is 84, barometric pressure is 14, which is sea level for the most part, which we're like 1,000 feet above sea level here. Cruise control set speed, that's not right for some reason, because I think I have mine set at like $120 or something, so as high as it would go with my other program. Engine coolant level and all that, obviously engine coolant level is unplugged, so I'm showing 0. Coolant temp, engine coolant temp, I've had that, their truck was running a little bit earlier, so it's a little bit warmer still. Just a lot of good data here, guys, so a lot of good stuff that can help you solve problems by process of looking at something and saying this isn't right. So just real good data, which you can get with this. Going down to commands here, so I have the Pro version of this, which should work on different models. So since I'm hooked up to Cummins, I can reset fault codes, which I don't really need to do because they're just going to come back at this point. After treatment maintenance, only thing we really have on this truck is the filter installation. So which if you put a new DPF canister or filter in your truck, you need some way of setting everything back to where the truck knows, or the engine knows, that you have a new filter in it, so it's not going off of old soot levels and NOx levels, all that type of stuff. So this program here will reset that. So with using that filter installation. So, and you can read right there, you know, filter is a feature that informs electronic control module ECM that the filter DPF filter has been replaced, and that resets everything and resets that initial period of operation from which that filter, the efficiency is going to be different. So I'm not going to go through that right now because we've already done that with my other software in the past. And then finally at the bottom you have Dpf Forced Regen, which I'm a proponent of good. You know, there's this argument going on online and on YouTube and everywhere else out there about having the deleted trucks or the glider kits and all that. And those of you that watch me, I'm not a huge proponent of that. I think I would rather have the latest technology and know the system and know the health of it and just take care of it and deal with it, because it's only going to get worse as we go down and go forward in time. So I think you're better off just to learn these systems, have the tools like this tool to keep an eye on the health of it, just like you keep an eye on the health of your body. You know, you go get your blood test once a year and all that. This is basically the same thing for your truck. I mean, you can keep, you know, you need to see the health of your emission systems and all that. So, you know, okay, this sensor is not reading right. You know, I can replace it. Doing those forced regens, which I recommend doing 2 or 3. I mean, depending on how much you're running. I mean, if you're running cross country, you're running 10,000, 12,000 miles a month. I'd be doing a forced regen probably 3 times a week, and that just cleans that out, because those active or passive regens or driving regens going on the road, they can be interrupted at any time, and they're not sufficient to keep your system clean. So you need a tool like this to do those forced regens, because I know with most trucks I've been in, especially at this T660, it won't always do a forced regen. Even if you hit that button up on the dash, it won't do it if the parameters aren't to where the truck sees fit. So with a tool like this, you have the option to do that forced regen anytime you want, keep that system clean, keep it burn out, and go on with life. So and have, you know, extend the life of that filter. So kind of going back here, we are going down through vehicle information, which just gives you basic information, VIN, year, all that stuff. The only thing I noticed on here is displacement saying 15,000, which is the 15-liter, and max horsepower is 400, which that's not right. I believe this was originally a 450, so that's the only discrepancies I see there. History, you go through a fault code, all the old fault code information, last 7 days, last 30 days, all that type of stuff, which all this stuff, I believe, engine coolant level low, and all these 639s, I believe, are from low voltage for the ABS system, like I say, because my batteries were dead and we just put new batteries in. So it saves all that. You can see all that old data in here. And then you have a website where if you need to renew your subscription or shop for their adapters and all that good stuff, you got that. So that's pretty cool. Direct link. Settings, you can change from standard SAE to metric, whatever your flavor is, screen lock, dark mode, and all that good stuff. So I guess if you're driving down the road and want real-time data while you're driving at nighttime, you could change it to the different versions there, dark or light. So account information, that's just for your direct your account with the OTR for your subscription and all that. So other than that, guys, we'll pretty much get off of here and we'll finish up FaceTime here, I guess. So that's pretty much all I can show at this point. But I think it's a real good tool, and I mean, and like I said, I mean, some people will probably scream about the subscription and all that. But like I said, if you're in this business and you know what you can make and what the shops and all that are charging, I think $600 at the time of this recording is quite a drop in the bucket. I mean, for what they charge you to hook up at the dealers or what the tow bill would cost you. So with that, guys, we're going to switch this around and we're going to finish this thing up. Okay, guys, so yeah, pretty simple little tool here with a lot of power. I highly recommend it. I mean, from my experience over the road, things that I've dealt with and all that, I've used a lot of different tools. As you guys know, I mean, I've used PDI, I've used Bosch and all that. But this kind of combines a lot of good features that you don't get, I mean, at the price point as well, that you don't get with either one of those for the most part, or a little bit. So with especially PACCAR, with this tool, you can, if you get that 5-mile-an-hour D rate or whatever, you can delete that, or you can clear that and get yourself down the road. With as far as I know, with, I'm not 100, I mean, from what I've heard, like I said, I know PDI supposedly doesn't delete that, because PACCAR is very proprietary with their programs. So it's usually with like Davy software. So what I've heard with PACCAR is only Davy and OTR is the only ones to get past that 5-mile-an-hour D rate if you have a PACCAR MX engine. With the Bosches that I've used, especially with PACCAR, it's pretty much read-only. I've had pretty good luck with Cummins, but you don't have that real-time data and all that while you're driving down the road and whatnot. So like I said, for the price point and what things cost out there these days, guys, I believe we were just on the website and they had another promotion going and all that, and I believe we were like at $800 roughly for the 1-year subscription and for the link itself. So okay, so like I said, roughly right now with the promotion they had going on is a price point of like $800, like I said, for the unit, and for the 1-year subscription, 12-month subscription on top of that. Now there is, like I said, we have the Pro model here. There are engine Pacifics, so which may give you a little bit more, whether you're dealing with Cummins, PACCAR, Detroit, etc. On top of that, so I mean, if you got one truck, you'd probably want to go with your Pacific model. If you're running a small fleet, or if you're working on other vehicles like we are, I mean, the Pro model is probably the way to go. That kind of gives you a little bit of everything for the most part. Now, we do have a code for you guys as well, which we'll put in the description, and that'll give you $100 off on top of what any current promotions are, what we just found ourselves. Like I said, on the top of the current promotion, we went ahead and played around with it, and it gave us an additional $100 off, which puts us down to $700 currently as of this video. So, but like I said, that's at the time of this video, so, you know, that is what it is. So, anyways, guys, if you're an independent, you're a small shop, I mean, you got to have some type of tool out here to do these things we just showed in this video. I've used a lot of different things. I've used PDI, I've used the Bosch HGS 200 and 250s. And like I said, with the PDI is a pretty high price point. I mean, you're in like $2,500 roughly. The Bosches, you're in like $500, but it's not as intuitive as OTR is. And especially with the PACCAR MXs, you're not going to get the power that you can get with the OTR as you can with the Bosch. You won't get the power that you could with an OTR for basically a little bit more. Then you have that yearly fee and all that. But that, like I said, if you're in this business, $600 a year is a drop in the bucket, in my opinion. So kind of is what it is. So I think it's a good product. From a lot of guys, owner-operators, and other people out here texting all that, I think it's a good unit, and I would highly recommend it. It could save you a lot of money out there, especially if you're in a situation, you know, where you get derated. It could save you a tow bill, which could pay for it, you know, by itself in a year. So, yeah, so that's pretty much it in a nutshell, a big nutshell, I guess. So we went over a lot right there, but yeah, I think it's a pretty good product for the most part. So. Anyways, guys, we appreciate all the support and everything. So if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for the updates, and like the video. So like I said, if you support our channel, if you want to help out, that's the best way you can help us out, is hitting that like button. Or if you don't like us, hit that like button twice, you know, just so we get the message. So, you know, I hear that out there sometimes. So but we appreciate everything, and check us out next time. So thanks again. Thanks for all the support, and we'll see you later.